tourism nation.
Well, here's the president bragging today. Of course, his bragging today is just about a pattern with what he's done before. Again, about his intelligence and memory and how it fits a pattern. Here, I'm warming up for the cleanup hitter, Ron Reagan, to come on here. I want Ron to have this as his sort of pregame. Here's Trump bragging about his brain.
I went to an Ivy League college. I'm a very intelligent person. I thought right from the beginning, there's no hesitation. One of the great memories of all time. So here I am. Great schools, great brain, great success. I went to an Ivy League school. I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words. I was a good student. I always hear about the elite. You know, the elite, they're elite. I went to better schools than they did. I was a better student than they were. They say, "Is Donald Trump an intellectual?" Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
Ron, how can Alec Baldwin outdo that on Saturday night? I know words. That's the president of the United States, the leader of the world, and he's talking like he's an 8-year-old trying to get into second grade. I don't know what to make of it.
I've known a few smart people in my life, and I've never known any of them to tell you how smart they were. That just wasn't necessary. Listen, all three of you have touched on something that I think is really central here. You know, we get all outraged for a few days over the latest incivility, if you want, coming from Donald Trump, whatever tweet or remark he made about a Gold Star family. And that it's fine. We should note these things and catalog them. But you three have already touched on the central problem here, and that is that Donald Trump is a deeply damaged human being. He is a sociopathic, malignant narcissist, and he happens to be the electoral system, not the American people, but the Electoral College has sort of vomited this thing up, and it landed in the Oval Office, and it needs to be removed. It's a stain. It's a big glob on the carpet there. It needs to be removed, and that means impeachment of the 25th Amendment. This man is a danger to the world.
Well, that brings me back, Gene, to my Yiddish, as I began the show with. I'm not Jewish, but I am philo-Semitic, and I don't mind using the terminology because it's a rich language. Mishigas means absolute confusion, hell on the earth, everything's wrong. This is the Republican Party. He's their leader. They're dropping off, not like flies, but they're flaking off, if you will, one at a time, saying this guy is not fit to serve, like Ron did.
Well, and meanwhile, if you haven't noticed, the Republican Party has big majorities and also state houses and everything, but can't govern. The party is a mess, really, but it's a very successful mess. And that
well, they haven't done anything.
Well,
they get rid of the filibuster rule to push through Gorsuch. That's all they did.
Successful in getting elected, not successful in governing. That puts the country in a really perilous
Let's talk about how
state.
the Republican Party, and I want Susan to explain this anthropology.